What's up everyone, this is K Collections. Gilgamesh knows how to play the game, buying waifus like we do in FGO. Goddamn, he's probably the biggest whale ever, and Ishtar, breaking everyone's banks. Sadly, I still don't have her. So I'm a bit late for this episode, been very busy lately. You can expect episode 10 differences tomorrow, but for now, here are the differences between the anime and game for episode 9. So, one slight change was that when the characters were giving us a backstory about Gorgon, Anna was not present in the throne room. In the anime, she just woke up and started walking towards them. In the game, however, she was there with everyone, giving a hint about her real identity. And this isn't really a spoiler, but obviously Anna has a connection with Gorgon. I mean, even if you're an anime-only watcher, it's so obvious who she is, but I'll stay silent for now. Afterwards, we have Gilgamesh's plan on recruiting Ishtar. Some scenes were moved around a bit between the game and show, specifically about Ishtar not being a bad goddess necessarily. I'll talk a bit more about that later. The anime did skip out on some dialogue about Gil wanting to use Ishtar's Bowl of Heaven as a secret weapon, and some comedic moments about Gil's and Ishtar's frenemy-like relationship was also skipped over. As mentioned, the anime had Anna absent from the ziggurat conversation. We have a very touching moment where she returns and apologizes to everyone. A very sweet moment, especially Foe, comforting her. In the game, Anna apologized after they left the city while they were on the road. Dialogue was a bit longer as well, even Dr. Roman pitched in to cheer her up a bit. So like I mentioned before, the anime had the dialogue about Ishtar not necessarily being a bad goddess, that she was protecting the farmers from demonic beasts, even though she was essentially robbing them at the end. This occurred while they're on the road towards Ishtar. Originally, the scene should have been at the start of the episode when they're with Gilgamesh at the ziggurat. We even got a nice anime-only scene between Da Vinci and Dr. Roman. Who else is shipping those two? I know I am. And surprisingly, they added a lot more Da Vinci scenes this episode. The game didn't really have her too much during this section. Next, the show skipped a minor encounter with enemies. It also skipped scenes about the history of the mountain Ishtar is living on, as well as her involvement with it. Essentially, the mountain is alive, and, Ishtar being Ishtar, she pissed it off, and, it has a whole history in itself. The anime removed the discussion about Gilgamesh not being too directly involved with these type of missions, that he's so busy with everything else, to the point where he's likely to die from overworking. Can you imagine that? Just shows how busy the guy is. Again, the show skipped a minor fight scene, but later on Ishtar was kinda pissed at them for destroying her statue guards. Same thing occurred where the characters fought against Ishtar, although they fought her outside in the anime, while originally they fought her inside her throne, just a slight difference in setting. And then the hilarious moment where the characters bribed Ishtar, or in this case, officially hire her to join them. God damn it, if only all boss battles were that easy. And yo, you gotta give Ritsuka some credit. The guy didn't offer all 30% of what Gil gave him. He only offered 25%, so that means the slick bastard is pocketing 5% of Gil's treasures, making him probably the richest human ever. In the game, it took a bit longer to convince Ishtar. She was a bit more skeptical, so Dr. Roman actually pitched in to help persuade her. Once she joins the team, you have the same conversation about Ishtar being a pseudo-servant, that she was summoned into Reen's body. Now, I've read a few comments asking how Reen existed during this time period when she's obviously from the future or modern era. Simply put, it was explained that because Uruk was becoming a singularity, it was able to connect to different eras in time. Don't go crazy overthinking about it, it's just so they could use Reen faces, cause popular waifu sells. Lastly, the anime skipped out on the mountain attacking Ishtar. A previous scene I talked about was that Ishtar and the mountain she was staying on had some history. This was just a comedic scene, so nothing really was important. And finally, we have one of the sweetest scenes this episode. I'm telling you, people are saying Ritsuka is useless in this anime, but the guy has EX harem skill. So he's building a strong party consisting of waifus. Tell me how the fuck that's useless. If it weren't for this guy, there'd be no recruits, so he's responsible for putting a team together, and episode 10 will prove to you I'm right, even episode 11. Just watch. Overall, this was a great scene, especially with the voice acting and everything, it makes things a lot better. Scenes like this builds on why this Ishtar will go so far to help Ritsuka in future episodes. Can't wait to see more. So, if you play FGO, which servant did you spend the most money on, or same courts if you're free to play? If only we had at least 1% of Gil's treasures, then all the waifus will be ours. Special thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Fate content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day, everyone. Till next time.